welcome right now. It's time for the big story. And the 2025 Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate, CSEC, results have in fact shown significant improvements in English language and mathematics pass rates in Jamaica. That is good news because those are two very, very important subjects. I wanted to get a conversation going this morning with the president of the National Parent Teachers Association of Jamaica, the NPTAJ, and he has been on the program several times before. We always relish the opportunity of having a conversation with him. Mr. Stewart Jacobs is my guest at this time. Good morning, Mr. Jacobs, and welcome to the program.
Hi, Richie, and morning to you and your listeners. Good morning.
Yes, sir. Great having you, Stewart. Mathematics and English are two very, very important subjects. Must-haves, if you ask me. What is it that you think might have resulted in these better pass rates for these two very important subjects?
Well, first of all, let me congratulate our education system for sitting down and looking at the nuances that was causing our students not to perform in certain areas. What was done was that they had a different approach to the learning process. Mm-hmm. There were some critical key areas that was missing from the embryonic stage about 4 years ago, and they built into that. So the foundation became a bit more solid. So there was a serious investment in teaching these core subjects. Mm-hmm. Also, what they did was to get like specialized teachers to come in, extra lessons, and the parents and the students played a big part because they realized that what was being passed on to them, it was very important for them to grasp it and to practice it while they were doing it every day. And what also worked is that mathematics and English became a subject that they do every day. It was no longer every other day subject. It was part and parcel of the entire process, and that definitely worked. Mm-hmm. So regurgitating worked.
Mm-hmm. We are in fact seeing then the results of a deliberate effort to improve results in these two core subjects. But going forward, how do you believe, is there a role for the parents to contribute to sustaining this momentum and supporting their children's academic success?
Oh yes. One is to be vigilant, ensuring that they are covering the homework, they're covering the subject areas, question them, have discussion with them. Also, when the reports come, analyze it well, speak to the teachers, the subject teachers, and when the child doesn't do too well, don't lambast them, don't put them down. Instead, you encourage them and find out the critical weak areas. Because the child might be slightly dyslexic or so on and have a learning disability, but the school system is able to identify and to work with it. So as parents, they want to be that extension of the school, the very same way that the school is an extension of parenting, but parenting also is an extension of the classroom. So it is to seek that extra lesson, burn your belly, sacrifice, and get that extra lesson in, because it does pay off. Encourage your children.
Yes, the support of teachers is critical to the success of the students. As it relates to at the training level, are you satisfied that enough is being done so that the teachers who are graduating have a full grasp as to the strategies that they ought to use to get better results in these core subjects?
It's all not perfect. It's all not perfect. There are areas in which I think some of the way in which the subject areas pass on to students can be a bit more, and it is teacher to teacher, skill set to skill set, and I do think that there are some teachers who are teaching the subject probably need to go and get retooled in passing it on. But for the most part, obviously, it is working. The output of the Teachers College is obviously working because of what we're seeing in the results and the effort that is there. But it also lends to the fact that our education system is working to a great degree that we are able to pass on the subject area as it is now. But there's a fear, and the fear is that the very good teachers in these subject areas are the ones that are being lured away to go overseas or to come out of the classroom then. Not necessarily overseas, but to come out of the classroom for whatever reason. That's a fear. The fear is that these good teachers who have mastered the teaching of the subject area have been lured away, obviously because of their skill set. That is a fear that we have.
And it's a real fear indeed, because the offers are sometimes quite tempting.
Very lucrative.
Very lucrative offers they're they're getting. How can schools build on their strengths though and address areas of weakness to improve their overall performance? What are the suggestions that you have?
The school administration is divided into two. You have the strategic planning part, which is the school board. The school board deals with the strategic planning and policy and governance, while the execution of these policies and governance and administrative stuff is done so by the CEO and the CFO of the school, which is the principal. And the principal is totally dependent on these stakeholders. And one big stakeholder is the PTA, the parents, and some schools, the alumni and the alumnus association. So what is going to happen, what needs to happen is for schools that haven't done well in these core subjects and other subject areas, look at the schools that have done well and say, look at the blueprint. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Look at what they have done, how they have sat down and strategically created a roadmap of success in these subject areas where everybody came on board, everybody came together to build this particular program to have these subject areas be on the up in these schools. Take them and copy them, and then you build on them. But do not deviate. Don't try to reinvent the wheel too much, because why? You don't have the time. You really don't have the time or the luxury of the wealth to do too much. You want to do what is exactly to be done, and what is to be done is to get the homework programs going in the schools, get the specialized teachers in. If the school can't afford it, then as PTA put on a fundraiser and help to pay that particular teacher for the period to come in and do it and speak. Of course, the ministry is always there to give that specialized teaching when it's available, but and when it's asked for also. But what is most important is for all hands on deck, and not because your child isn't doing the exam this year, you shouldn't get involved. Get involved from now. So when your child is about to do the exam, then the system is even more smoother for your child to fit into what is happening. So from your reach first form, just grade 7, just jump in on the program that is going to enhance and grow and develop those core subject areas. And at the same time, do not ignore the other subjects around. But what math and English does, it creates the base structure for understanding, appreciating, and developing the skill sets to do those other subjects. So get involved.
Yes, well said. From the perspective of the NPTAJ, are there initiatives that you are going to undertake or will continue to undertake to support students and teachers alike?
Oh yes, we will continue to improve our PTAs to get involved, as I said just now, and for parents who have retired from the classroom or retired from business, and they have those skill sets to lend themselves as they do from time to time to assist in these programs. For those who have the resources to help to pay for these teachers or to encourage the students to be mentors to the students and to be mentors to teachers too, because sometimes teachers go through a hard time. Personally, we do encourage our parents to be a mentor to the younger teachers and so on, to just be that support group, be that cocoon around them and the school system, because the largest body of workers in a school is the PTA. And so we encourage them to do it. We'll be sending our press release out shortly, and it has some element of what it is we're planning to do for the next school year. And one of them is greater participation with our teaching and passing on of the core subjects, how we can be of assistance.
And finally, this morning, Mr. Jacobs, what would be your expectations for future CSEC results, and how can stakeholders sort of work together to achieve continued improvement in these core subjects?
I've attended a school that not only goes for 100%, so this KC. I'm looking for 100% in these subject areas, and also to look at the schools that are considered, I hate to say it, but the schools that are considered failing schools, that those schools come on par with those schools that are doing well. So it will be an even keel for the graduates leaving those schools. That particular cohort, every cohort here and after, will be going out into the workforce, going on to tertiary institution, having passed these core subjects, math and English and so on. They do well. So the ambition has to be that every single student is given the opportunity to score to get the best score that they can get. And if it's 100, let it be. If it's 99, then let it be. But they are given the opportunity to score well in these exams. Nothing is going to compromise them or be a hurdle in front of them, because the system that is in place is going to be so encouraging that when they go into the exam, it's all about giving up their best. That they're not shafted along the way at all.
Right. Well said. Great talking with you as always.